Okay, James, so we're going back into the Premiership now after 4 weeks away with European and Anglo-Welsh action, and tough game away at London Irish, a place you know very well from your time there. What are your thoughts as we sort of gear up for return to the league?
Yeah, exactly. Look, we've been building nicely, but these are the games you want to win. And travelling away from home, and I know firsthand, playing at Majeski, London Irish is going to be very tough. They're going to be physical, and they're going to want this win pretty badly. So we're going to have to be at the top of our game to bring home the win.
I mean, what's the sort of thoughts going into the Premiership again? I mean, is it mainly just to consolidate how well we were playing in the league up until the break? I mean, obviously great performances against Bath and Harlequins, and arguably we deserve to win away at Gloucester as well. It's just a case of kicking on from there and maintaining that momentum.
I think that's just rugby, The more sort of our team sort of plays together, the more like individuals start building those connections, the more games, those tight games we're going to win. But in saying that, I've blooded some more young guys and they've played really well. Luke James has come off with 2 man of the match performances, and it's awesome to see these guys like really, taking the game to the next level, and sort of for me watching, just the way they've sort of adapted and come in and just even picking little things up off those guys, because they're the next generation coming through, and you got to keep adapting, otherwise you're going to be left behind.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's a special fixture for you as well, isn't it? Sort of giving you time at London Irish, you did really well there, and as you've alluded, it's not an easy place to go to. What are the keys from our perspective going there to try and get a positive result, do you think?
Oh look, I had a great time at Irish. They took me in at a tough time, and Macca and the crew were great with me, and I really enjoyed playing, especially at home there. So, like I said, it's going to be a tough game up front. They're gonna be up for it. So we're gonna have to really switch on, and if we don't, match them in their forward pack, then it's going to be a tough night. But for us, we are building a nice some good momentum, and the Premiership is a couple steps up, and that's sort of where individuals and as a team you want to start really cementing your spot there and really performing in those big games. So for us, that's one we really want to win. This is a big game for us, and we'll be going down there with our best team and to play our best rugby, and we're going to have to win.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's 9 games left in the league, and it's so tight, isn't it? As you know how competitive the Premiership is. We're in 7th place at the moment, but only 5 points away from 4th place, so there's everything to play for. I think 3 of the next 4 games were away from home, so it's a really crucial period of the season. If we can sort of lay a platform down the way we perform at the Majeski, it'll really help us kick on going forward.
Oh, exactly, 100%. I think as well, we've started to travel a lot better. If you look at the games at the start of the year, we were a bit slow from kick-off. It took us quite a while to get into the game, to build that momentum, and we're starting to become a team who can strike from the start, and that's exactly what you need away from home, because all the pressure, I guess, is on the home side, but it's their home soil. They know how to win there. They know the little ins and outs, and people, you don't understand like how much a home crowd does give you. It can be 5-10 points. So if you want to become those top teams, you want to be in the top 3, you have to learn to sort of just nullify that crowd and just stay into your game. There might be a couple of times where guys make big plays at home, big hits in defence, some big runs, and to be able to nullify that and really just sort of inject yourself into the game and just rely on each other, each teammate having a lot of trust there.
Definitely. Final one from me, James. Obviously, this last few weeks have been an opportunity for a few guys to recharge the batteries and refresh, and you've had a couple of weeks away from the coalface. What have you been up to, and how are things going?
Yeah, I got to go back to Australia for a couple of weeks. It was beautiful. Summer there, so it was 35-40 degrees, but I probably haven't trained that hard in a very long time. I was down with the AIS down on the Gold Coast, trying to train with the Commonwealth Games sprinters. It was interesting, just identifying little key things that they do in training that are sort of different. I guess it's a different it's a different sport. The nature of the beast is they're just running in a straight line, but I really got to break down my technique and just work on little things that probably was lacking in my game. I've come back in good nick, so we'll see how we go. We'll see how that sort of goes on the rugby field, because like I said, it's a completely different game. But I spent a lot of time working with these sprinters just to try and get my top end speed, because it's been frustrating for me just having that ankle surgery, and it's just lingered on, and I've probably been playing at 80%.
Well, it's great to see you back, and all the best for the rest of the season.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Thanks.